I'm going to fit a device to our caravan. I've always been aware the rear of the caravan is a blind spot, so I can't see what's going on behind whilst I'm towing. Well, I've come across a new product from Falcon.
And here it is. It's a HD rear view camera system that records to a memory card. Well, there's no drilling required, so that means it should be a simple installation. Here's the front of the box, and you can pause and zoom if you like. Well, I was attracted to this product because it records and it includes a timestamp, and like it says here, drive with peace of mind. Here's a quick look at the specifications. This is the box contents, and as you can see, you can fit it to all leisure vehicles. This kit costs £449. Time to open the box. It comes in a nice compact carry case. I'll put a link in the description below and it'll take you straight to this kit. And this is how it's packed. As you can see, there are very few components. Here is the user manual, the adhesive to attach the mounting plate to the caravan, and the camera that magnetically attaches to the mounting plate. And the camera comes with its own solar panel. And here is the antenna that screws to the top of the camera. Inside the vehicle, this is the monitor that's adjustable to fit over any rear view mirror. It comes as standard with a 32GB SD card, but it will take up to a 128GB card. Here we have a choice of USB power cables to power the monitor. 0.75 metre and 1.5 metre. Here's a 1 metre USB charging cable to charge the camera, and you can either use the mains adapter or the 12 volt to USB adapter.
Now I've got to decide on a suitable camera position. I've decided to put the camera right at the top here, up against this joint, so I've got a level line to work to. I'm going to buff the plate up to make sure there's no grease on there. Buff the caravan up where the plate's going to mount. I've measured the width of the caravan, I've halved the measurement, and I've marked the centre with a pencil. And I've also marked the centre of the mounting plate with the pencil. Offer the plate up to the caravan and match the two pencil marks, and then draw around the plate. Like that. Apply masking tape to the outside of the lines. The idea of the masking tape is to stop the adhesive squeezing out onto the caravan. I'm now ready to apply the adhesive to both surfaces. I'll cut the nozzle off. Oops. Open the tube. Use that side to puncture the top of the tube. That's open. Screw the nozzle on. I'm going to apply the adhesive to the caravan first. I've put a glove on just in case I need to spread the adhesive about. I'll not bother spreading it with my glove because it'll spread when I press the plate in place. Right, here goes. Align the pencil marks up and press in place. Right, what it tells you is to use some tape to hold it in position. I'm going to put some tape vertically because it's sliding down. That should hold it in position. So it's got to stay like that for 24 hours. I've put a prop under it for added support. Whilst the adhesive is curing, I'm going to charge the camera. On the side of the camera is the charging port, an on-off button and 4 LED indicators. Well, this is a rubber cover to stop water ingress, and under there is the USB-C input. I've just got to be careful that doesn't break off because that stops me losing this rubber cover. Once it's charged, put the cover back in place and that protects it from the weather.
I've got a 1 metre charging cable, USB-C to USB-A. The USB-C plugs into the camera, and now I've got 3 charging choices. My first choice is to use the 12 volt adapter, so plug that into a 12 volt socket and then plug the USB into the adapter. My second choice is to use the mains adapter, plug the USB cable into the adapter and then plug the adapter into a main socket. My third and final choice is to plug the USB cable direct into a USB-A socket. The third LED is lit up red, that tells me it's charging. Let's take a look at the monitor now with its 7-inch screen. To the left of the monitor is the USB-A power input and the SD memory card slot. I'll put the memory card in, that's the front of the monitor. The card goes that way. That's clicked in and the power cable plugs in like that. This is the rear of the monitor with its spring-loaded clips to fit over any rear view mirror. I'll quickly go through the monitor menu system. Let's have a look at the symbols on the monitor. Signal strength between camera and monitor. It's camera 1 as default, but you can add 3 additional cameras, making a total of 4. Indicator to tell you it's recording, and the memory card is in the slot. This little symbol means recording overwrite, so once the memory card is full, it'll start recording at the beginning again. And this is the camera battery status symbol. Let's have a look at the buttons. On-off button, menu button, and the arrow buttons are for scrolling through your menu. And this V1, V2 button has 2 functions. When you're in the menu system, you can use it as an enter button, or if you've got more than one camera connected, you can use it to select your camera view. Pairing camera to monitor, adjusting monitor picture, flipping camera image, selecting multiple camera layout views. Adjusting time and language, adjusting parking guidelines, recording options and playback. 24 hours later, the charging LED's gone out, so I can unplug it and put the protective cover back on the charging port. Before attaching the camera to the caravan, the instructions are to make sure the monitor is paired with the camera. But first I need to attach the antenna. So I'll take off the protective cap and screw on the antenna. The camera and monitor have got to be within 5 feet of one another for pairing to take place. I'm going to turn the camera on by pressing the on-off button for 1 second and the first blue LED should light up. The blue LED's come on, look. We've actually got a 4th red LED lit up here. That means the internal battery is being charged by its solar panel, and the solar panel is getting its power from the under cupboard unit lighting. I'm going to power up the monitor, plug that in, and it's come on. I better take this protective film off the lens. I'm going to do the pairing now. I've got to make sure the camera's switched on, the monitor's switched on, and then press the camera on-off button 3 times in quick succession. Monitor on. 1, 2, 3. The second blue LED should come on, but it's not paired. It says in the instructions if it doesn't pair automatically, you have to do it manually, so I'm going to have to do that. I'll enter pairing mode, turn the monitor on, press M, use the arrow buttons to scroll through the menu. Well, pairing is highlighted, press V1, V2, pairing start, and it's counting down from 30. Turn on the camera, and the second blue LED should come on to say it's pairing. Success. Once the camera is paired, they automatically link every time the camera and monitor are switched on. Well, the battery life of the camera lasts up to 12 hours daytime driving and up to 10 hours nighttime driving, and that's because the battery's got to power the infrared LEDs. Right, it's back outside now. I'll take the masking tape off from around the mounting plate and I'll fit the camera.
I'll take the prop off first. Oh, that's held on well. Take the tape off next. And the masking tape. That's looking nice and neat. Just need to clean these bits here. I'm using some Autoglim super resin polish to get these marks off from the adhesive. That's nicely cleaned off and buffed up. It's time to attach the camera. Ooh, that's a strong magnet. I'll loosen the lock nuts to adjust the camera, tighten them up and make sure the aerial's vertical. No doubt I'll have to adjust it once I switch the monitor on. I've plugged the monitor into my transformer using the 12-volt adapter. That means I can see the camera image on the monitor and I can adjust it to suit. It's time to clip the monitor over the rear view mirror. Well, the bottom spring-loaded clips, I'll put those at the bottom of the mirror and push up and then hook the top clips over the top of the mirror. And that's it, that's central. Power cable next. I'll plug the angled USB end into the monitor. I haven't got a USB power socket, so I'm going to have to use the 12-volt adapter. Well, my 12-volt socket is under this cover here. Take the cigarette lighter out, plug the adapter in. Oh, it's lit up blue. And then plug the monitor in. And there's the camera image. Right, we're ready to do a road test. We're on a street lit road and I'm impressed on the clarity of the image. Really good, high definition. We're now on a road without street lighting and I've got to say the image is as good as being on a road with street lighting. We're now coming back into a street lit area. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's clear. Yeah, really pleased with it. Like cars on a yellow box junction shouldn't be there. And we're back home. It's a shame these buttons down the right hand side aren't backlit. If I turn the interior light on, you can just make them out there. Daytime driving now. Well, I've tilted the camera up so I can get a better view of the distance behind, and I've also switched the parking guidelines off, which I should have done during the nighttime clips. And as you can see, it's a really good, clear HD picture. I'm overtaking this lorry, and the camera gives me a better perspective of the distance between the caravan and the vehicle I'm overtaking. So now I can pull back in safely. But you've got to bear in mind, vehicles in the image seem further away than what they really are. As you've probably noticed, number plates read back to front in the monitor, and that's because it's a mirror image. Well, as a driver, you've got to look forward to look back. You can flip the image, but I wouldn't advise that because then it flips the road lane onto the wrong side of the car, and that's very confusing. So I'm reversing onto pitch. It's just a bit awkward this is because I'm on a bend in the road. Can't swing the car out too far because there's a signpost. Front parking sensors are sensing the signpost. That should do it. Right, we'll do the precision manoeuvring with the motor mover. I do like it for reversing, you know, for the image clarity. Really good, yeah, really pleased with it.
To conclude, well, I found the kit really easy to install and set up, and I really like the recording feature. My thoughts go back to caravan vlogger Graham, whose brand new Swift Challenger was wrote off when somebody ran into the back of him whilst he was slowing down. And that's the brand new high definition wireless recording rear view camera from Falcon. Thanks very much for watching.